In this video, I'll share the top 10 questions I received from previous virtual assistant interviews, as well as how to answer them. Number 1. Tell me about yourself. Remember not to repeat what's already on your resume or portfolio because the reason they are asking is to learn more about you, not to hear you repeat what they've already read. The best response would be to tell them at least 2 personal facts about yourself, such as having 2 beautiful children and reading a book as a hobby. You could even tell them what kind of book you read and why you read it. Then tell them 2 or 3 things about what you've been up to in the last few days or months in terms of your skills or personal development. For example, I spend the majority of my day watching YouTube tutorials to improve my skills and enhance my knowledge. I also create content for my social media accounts to help build my online presence, and I listen to podcasts every week. Number 2. What makes you a good candidate for this position? Remember, the interview may not ask you what makes you a good candidate for the position in those exact words, if at all. It's still a great idea to share why you're the best candidate so the hiring manager knows what unique qualifications set you apart from other applicants. For example, I have worked hard in previous jobs to develop specific and necessary soft skills for this position. I am a highly organized person, which makes me a great choice to manage an executive's calendar. I am extremely personable, so I feel confident handling phone calls and email correspondence. I am also very adaptable. If the executive has a sudden change of plans, I will quickly and confidently handle all the updates to their schedule. Before I proceed, please suggest another topic that you want me to discuss in my next video in the comments section below. And don't forget that I'll be providing special bonus tips on how to prepare for your first virtual assistant interview. So make sure to stick around and keep watching until the very end. Now, let's return to the video. Number 3. Tell us what makes you unique. Don't let the word unique confuse or intimidate you. While employers are looking for interesting skills, they don't expect you to share something that's unlike any answer they've ever heard, especially if it's not relevant to the job. For example, what makes me unique is my ability to easily empathize with and relate to people. This skill helped me in my previous role as an account executive in charge of prospecting new accounts. Because I was able to quickly identify and understand their pain points and challenges, I was able to establish trust and build relationships, both of which drove me to consistently exceed my quota. Number 4. What are your strengths and weaknesses? The best response is to tell them about your top 3 strengths as well as one area where you need to improve. For instance, I must admit that I am proficient in product research. This is because Alibaba allows me to identify sellable products and trustworthy suppliers. I also have a knack for writing product descriptions. I can write descriptions that are SEO-friendly and easy for potential purchasers to grasp, focusing on advantages rather than features. Aside from e-commerce, I enjoy talking to people. That is why customer service is one of my favorite jobs. Providing solutions and correcting errors is a source of fulfillment for me, but I do have one area in which I can improve, which isn't really a flaw. I'd like to improve my graphic design skills because I'm currently using Canva for graphic design and would like to learn more about Photoshop and other advanced graphic design software. Number 5. What made you apply for this project? Never state that you applied for experience or because you desperately need a job. The best response would be to emphasize that you carefully select which projects to apply to and that you applied for this specific project because it requires more than just experience. For example, I don't usually apply to projects that aren't a good fit for my skills and personality, so the reasons I'm applying for this job are due to 2 factors. 1. I believe I have the skills to make this project a success, and 2. I want to work with a client who values teamwork and individual contributions. Number 6. How do you stay organized? Employers commonly ask questions related to the organization because it is an important soft, interpersonal skill that promotes productivity and efficiency. People who are organized use their time, energy, and resources more wisely than those who are disorganized. For example, I use a variety of digital tools to help me stay organized and remember important events. Most of the time I use an online calendar because it makes sharing my calendar and work projects with others so easy. In the past, I've also used different work management platforms to help me accomplish goals and meet deadlines. I enjoyed using the features that simplify the tracking and reporting process. I even downloaded the corresponding apps on my phone so I could monitor activity remotely. Of course, I always have a notepad with me to write down quick reminders and to-do lists. At the end of my shift, I make time to transfer the details of my handwritten notes into my online calendar. This ensures that I don't miss any important details from the day. But before I go, if you're enjoying this video, which I've put a lot of time and effort into, I'd really appreciate it if you guys tapped the like button and subscribed with notification turned on. And if we get 2,000 likes on this video, I'll release a brand new video to show you more virtual assistant interview questions that will surely help you slay your job interview. Now, let's return to the video. Number 7. What is your greatest accomplishment? To answer this interview question, it is important that you prepare an outline of your answers so you will feel comfortable providing an answer during your interview. In my most recent job, I was responsible for managing the orientation and training programs for our new hires. Unfortunately, the content was not engaging. While it was necessary information for our new hires to have, we found that only 35% of new hires did not complete the training. We were also receiving poor feedback on the course evaluation forms. I decided to rework the training program to make it more relevant and interesting based on industry best practices and feedback on the evaluation forms. Today, 93% of participants complete the training and provide positive feedback about their experience. My manager was so pleased with the improvements that she asked me to lead a training seminar in our New York office. Number 8. Do you have questions for us? They ask because they want to gauge your level of interest. The best response would be, yes, I do have some questions for you. May I ask if there is a time limit for this project? Should this not be mentioned in the project, you may also inquire how long you have been in the industry and what your struggles have been. What are your plans for your company? Number 9. How do you handle stress? Stress is a component in many jobs. Employers want to know you'll handle it constructively with a good attitude to maintain good company culture. You can answer this question by explaining how you typically respond with an example to support it. For example, communication is key for me in stressful situations, even if over-communicating is necessary to ensure everyone is on the same page. For example, I was working on a project with another team, and we found there was duplicate work being done. By scheduling a weekly stand-up and keeping open lines of honest communication with our teams and managers, we pushed the project forward and ended up contributing to a significant company goal in a big way. Number 10. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Take note that clients will ask you this to determine whether or not you are a long-term type of person. Never say you're unsure. The best response would be to share your life aspirations and goals. For example, if given the opportunity, I see myself working with you for the next 5 years, but personally, I see myself financially stable in the next 5 years, giving and being able to provide for my family's necessities while having savings on the side. I will undoubtedly work as a virtual assistant for long-term clients. Now, here are some of my tips on how to prepare for a virtual interview. First things first, do a background check. Check the company's background to have enough knowledge just in case they ask you. Second, would be prepare questions about the company. Third, wear something semi-formal, not just a shirt. You may wear something with a collar or what you usually wear when you go for an interview. For ladies, wear some light makeup. Fourth, be prepared 30 minutes before the interview because there are clients who are ready earlier than the scheduled time, so it's best to be prepared. Fifth, relax and be confident.